Welcome to the Lazy but Smart Sinhala podcast. Learn to speak good enough Sinhala with a minimum needed effort.
Hello everybody, this is Dilshan and welcome to session 7 of the podcast. This is part 2 of Your Age in Sinhala. So if you haven't listened to session 6, which was part 1, I strongly recommend that you do so, because if not, you'll be wasting your time trying to figure out what I'll be covering in this one. In order to keep this session as short as possible, because I have a feeling it could be a long one, let's get straight to the feature segment, where we'll pick up from where we left things. But first, I'll do a quick recap of what we saw in session 6, and then move on to section 3 and section 4, which we will cover in this session. At the end of this session, I will come back and I'll give you a link to a place where you can download a PDF of the numbers list in Sinhala, which we'll talk about more during the feature segment. Have fun with it, and I'll talk to you again at the end.
Feature segment.
As I just mentioned, let's start off by quickly going through what we saw in section 1 and section 2 in the previous session. We started off by learning some of the new personal pronouns, and we learned that plural and informal you was oyala, they was eala, formal you was oba, formal and plural you was obala, and we was api. In section 2, we learned the possessives for these personal pronouns, and it followed the same rule of adding the indicator ge to the end of the personal pronoun. And we learned that plural yo is oyalage, there is ealage, formal yo was obage, formal and plural yo was obalage, and our was ape. Now let's see what we'll cover in section 3 and 4. In section 3, you'll learn how to ask someone their age. The simplest and easiest way to ask what someone's age is by asking, "What is your age?" But one thing you need to keep in mind is that it will slightly differ from the structure that we saw when we asked, "What is your name?" or "What is your country?" So keep your ears open for that. And in section 4, we'll end with learning how to tell someone what your age is, and this you'll do by saying, "My age is," and your age.
Section 3.
Learning to ask someone their age. The easiest way to ask someone their age is to simply ask, "What is your age?" Make note that in Sinhala, this is also equivalent to asking, "How old are you?" So there's no specific different way of asking how old are you. It is the same as what is your age. But keep in mind that this will be slightly different from the structures that we've seen before when we asked what is your name or what is your country. If you remember, what is your name was oyage nama mokakda, which literally meant your name what, where the word is was implied so we didn't have to use it, and oyage rata mokakda, which meant what is your country, which also literally read your country what, and the word is was implied. So similarly, when asking what is your age, we need to create a sentence that literally reads your age what. Now, your, is oyage, age, we don't know yet, and what is mokakda. So all that you need to know right now is the word for age, and that is vayasa. 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 Using this logic, to create a sentence that literally reads your name what, this would be oyage vayasa mokakda. Anyone who speaks Sinhala will know exactly what you're asking, which is, what is your age? However, this is not grammatically perfectly correct. Why? Because in Sinhala, when we ask someone their age, we're essentially asking, how much is your age and not what is your age. How much is your age? So, how much is another word that you need to learn now. And that word is kiyada. Kiyada. No need to memorize it since I will use it very often. But just remember that we need to use this word instead of mokakda. Okay, so how much is your age, or how old are you, or what is your age in Sinhala is Oyage vayasa kiyada. Oyage vayasa kiyada. We can also ask about someone else's age, and we can replace oyage with the other possessives that we saw. For example, Eage vayasa kiyada will mean what is her age. Mage vayasa kiyada will be what is my age. Oyalage vayasa kiyada, which means what is your age, but using the informal and plural yo. Obage vayasa kiyada, using the formal yo. Obalage vayasa kiyada, using the formal and plural yo. And ape vayasa kiyada, which means what is our age. We can also bring back our friend Ricky and ask Ricky ge vayasa kiyada, which means what is Ricky's age. Now let's look at the word kiyada for a second. Kiyada, as you know, means how much. And in fact, you can use this exact same word when you're inquiring the price of something when you're out shopping. For example, at this stage, one lazy but smart way to ask the price is to point at an object that you want to know about and ask kiyada. That's basically what I do at shops as well, even though I speak Sinhala. And in fact, you can also use kiyada at the end of a taxi ride or a tuk-tuk ride. When you want to know the fare, you would ask kiyada. Although my personal advice is negotiate the price before you get into the vehicle, because the price might tend to fluctuate once you get in.
Section 4.
Telling someone your age. Let's assume that you are 30 years old. My age right now is 33, but I'm going to say 30 just to make it easier, because 33 is a longer word, right? How we're going to tell our age is by saying the equivalent of my age is 30. In session 2, we saw 2 ways of how you could introduce yourself. I'm interested right now just in the first one, which was Mage nama Dilshan. My name is Dilshan. Notice that Mage nama Dilshan literally means my name Dilshan. The word is was implied and we didn't have to use it. Similarly, to say my age is 30, we need to create a sentence that literally reads as my age 30. My, as you know, is mage. Age is vayasa. Mage vayasa will be my age. And so to construct the sentence that literally reads my age 30, all we now need is the Sinhala word for 30. I'll give you the word, but of course you don't need to memorize it. I really don't think you need to memorize all these numbers right now. What I'll do is at the end of this session, I'll give you a link to download a numbers table, which has all the Sinhala words for the numbers from 0 to 100. I haven't done the table properly yet. I will do it afterwards. So yeah, it'll be up to 100. I'm not expecting any one of you to be over 100 who's listening to the podcast. If you are and I'm wrong, I'd love to be wrong on this one. Please send me an email. Coming back to the word 30, in Sinhala, the word 30 is tihai. Tihai. So, my age is 30 will be mage vayasa tihai. Just for an example, 20 is vissai. So to say my age is 20, you would say mage vayasa vissai. Now I think it's even getting boring, but let's quickly replace mage with the other pronouns. Let's see. Oyage vayasa tihai will mean your age is 30. Eage vayasa tihai will mean his or her age is 30. ඔබගේ වයස 30යි will be your age is 30 but using the formal your. ඔබලගේ වයස 30යි means your age is 30 as well but using the plural and formal your. And අපේ වයස 30යි means our age is 30. And that's all the new stuff you need to learn for today.
And now, a recap of this audio tutorial.
Let's now recap what we saw in part 2 of this session. In section 3, we learned to ask someone their age, and we did this by asking, "What is your age?" And we learned that the sentence in Sinhala would be, "Oyage vayasa kiyada," which literally read, "Your age, how much?" We also saw in a tip that you can use the word kiyada when asking the price, when shopping, or when you're traveling in a taxi. In section 4, we learned to tell someone your age. We took the example of the age of 30, and we learned to say, "My age is 30." And the sentence was, "Mage vayasa tihai," which literally read, "My age 30." And in all these examples, which I won't repeat now, we replaced mage or oyage or oya with the personal pronouns or the possessives that we've seen in the previous sessions. In any case, you'll find an entire recap of all these sentences at my blog, which I'll give you a link to at the end of this session, which you'll be able to look at and revise what we've covered in this session.
Sample dialogue.
Alright, so once again, let's simulate a dialogue between you and me. Let's assume for this scenario that you are Jeremy, you are 40 years old, and you're from England. I am Dilshan, I'm 20. Notice how I'm getting younger and younger in this session. And yeah, that's about it. We can start. Right, so I see you, I meet you, and I say, "Jeremy, oya kohomada?" Which means, "Jeremy, how are you?" And you would say, "Hondin innawa istuti," which means, "I am fine, thank you." Or you can even say, "Mama hondin innawa istuti," which means the same thing. Then I ask you about your country. "Oyage rata mokakda," which means, "What is your country?" "Mage rata Engalante." My country is England. Or you can say, "Mama Engalantayen." I am from England. Then you ask me about my age. "Oyage vayasa kiyada?" What is your age? And like I told you, I'm 20 years old in this scenario. The Sinhala word for 20 is vissai. So I would say, "Mage vayasa vissai." My age is 20. Now I'll ask you about your age. "Oyage vayasa kiyada?" And remember we said that you're 40 years old in this one. So you would say, "Mage vayasa hatalihai." As you've guessed, hatalihai means 40. Mage vayasa hatalihai. My age is 40. Don't worry about remembering the numbers. You'll have a table at the end of the session. Now, we meet one of your friends, a lady by the name of Anya, who is also 40 years old. So I meet the two of you, and I would ask, "Oyala honding innavada?" Are you fine? But using the plural and informal you. And you'd want to say, "We are fine, thank you." So you'd say, "Api honding innava istuti." We are fine, thank you. Then I ask about your age, and I want to know the age of both of you. So I ask, "Oyala ge vayasa kiyada?" What is your age? But using the plural your. The two of you have the same age, so you would say, "Our age is 40, and that would be "Ape vayasa hatalihai."
Questions and answers.
Alright, so I have 5 questions for you. Let's start with question 1. How would you say the following words in Sinhala? Formal you. Oba. How much? Kiyada. Age. vayasa. Question 2. How would you ask someone the following? What is your age? Oyage vayasa kiyada. Oyage vayasa kiyada. Question 3. I'll give you a list of personal pronouns. Give me the plurals of each. Oya, oyala, ob, obala, ea, eala, mama, api. Now, I'll give you a list of personal pronouns. Give me the possessives of each, please. Oyala, oyalage, obala, obalage, eala, ealage, api, ape. And your last question, question number 5. How would you say the following in Sinhala? My age is 20. The word for 20 in Sinhala is vissai. So the sentence I'm looking for is my age is 20. Mage vayasa vissai. Their age is 20. Once again, the word for 20 is vissai. Ealage vayasa vissai. And the last phrase, and this one's a tricky one, so you'll have a little more time to answer it. Is their age 20? And I'll give you a hint. You'll need to convert a statement into a question. So once again, the phrase is their age 20? What we do is we first find the positive statement, which is their age is 20. So that would be the sentence we saw just before, which is ealage vayasa vissai. And to convert this statement into a question, we just add the to the end of the sentence and say ealage vayasa vissaida. And that concludes your Age in Sinhala, Part 1 and Part 2. As promised, there'll be the numbers list, the PDF with the numbers from number 0 to 100 that you can download for yourself. Go to lazybutsmartsinghala.com/session7 to download it. And also leave your questions and any comments that you might have about this session right at the bottom of that page. Oh, and yeah, tell me what you think about that welcome page of mine. You'll have a link to it in the show notes of this session. Thanks, guys. Take care and talk to you very soon.
That was the Lazy But Smart Sinhala podcast. www.lazybutsmartsinhala.com. Goodbye.